Thanks very much, Jackson. I want to thank everyone taking part in this virtual STUC Congress. I particularly want to acknowledge your General Secretary, Foye. Her appointment earlier this year as the first woman to serve in that role was a hugely important and welcome development. She came into her post at an incredibly challenging time and, like her predecessor Graham Smith, is doing an excellent job. I also want to take this opportunity to congratulate the winners of this year's Stuc Awards, Shanaz Boyce, Paul Mooney, Kate Sang and the Unite branch at Glasgow University. In a few minutes we'll see a video that will tell you a bit more about their achievements. They represent just a few examples of the fantastic work carried out by union reps across the country. They also remind us once again of the vital contribution that trade unions make to our economy and our society. That contribution has, of course, been particularly evident over the past 8 months. COVID has been the biggest challenge most of us have faced in our lifetimes, and the trade union movement has been central to Scotland's response. In March, at the start of the pandemic, the Scottish Government and the STUC made a joint commitment to ensure fair treatment for workers on all issues relating to COVID. That commitment was refreshed in July as more sectors began to reopen, and it has guided Scotland's approach throughout the different stages of the crisis. For example, trade unions have worked with government and employers to produce workplace safety guidance. You've helped us better understand the challenges faced by workers, and you've worked in partnership with us to strengthen or improve guidance when that has been necessary. The STUC has also been an important ally in protecting our economy. Your views have informed our efforts to protect jobs and livelihoods through our own business support measures. And of course, you've been a powerful voice in calling for more action from the UK Government to extend measures like the furlough scheme or to provide Scotland with additional borrowing powers. The Scottish Government is hugely grateful for your efforts. They have been vital during the pandemic, and they will continue to be vital as we seek to recover from this crisis. You can see that from the way in which the Programme for Government that we published in September echoes the key concerns of the trade union movement. Among other things, it sets out how we will support the role of our public sector workforce. As part of that, we're working with trade unions to agree a pay deal for NHS workers that recognises their incredible efforts during this crisis. And we're also listening to the views of care staff as we consider the creation of a new national care service. The Programme for Government also reinforces our commitment to fair work. We intend to work with employers to expand payment of the real living wage. And the programme also establishes a national mission to create new high-quality green jobs through initiatives such as the Green Jobs Fund and the National Transition Training Fund. And it guarantees a job, a place in education or a training opportunity for all young people, and that guarantee is now in place. And it will help ensure, so importantly, that young people do not bear the legacy of this crisis. The Youth Guarantee, like many other parts of the Programme for Government, was influenced by the work of our Economic Recovery Group. There was trade union involvement on the group through Graham Smith, STUC's General Secretary at the time. And the Recovery Group highlighted a fundamental point, one which I think all of you would recognise, and one that the Scottish Government is trying to act upon. Scotland can't be the same after the pandemic as it was before it. We must take this opportunity to rebuild our economy and renew our society. And we must emerge from the pandemic as a better, fairer and more sustainable country. That's not something that government can achieve on its own. It does require a sense of collective endeavour across our economy and society. And I know the trade union movement will more than play its part. As the voice of workers, you're a huge source of strength to the country, and the work you do is fundamental to the fairer Scotland we all want to see. So let me thank you for the massive contribution you've made and continue to make to our country. And thank you too for your efforts over the past 8 months in particular. I very much look forward to working with you all as we get through this crisis and then build a better society in the months and years ahead.